What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Cookin and Kickin with Mike. Today, I've got a very close friend of mine joining the show. He's a 3-time All-American, 2-time NCAA finalist, and currently one of my teammates. He's a pro fighter at the MMA Lab. Everybody welcome, Bryce Meredith. As always, we're going to get the party started. Oh, fancy boy.
Oh, yeah, we got the thumb gun.
I like it.
Gun.
All right.
You ready?
Yep. Cheers.
Buddy.
All right, what's up, guys? For this week, we are going to be cooking that fancy sauce dinner, that date night dinner. Both of our Emilys are either at work or school, whatever they're doing. They're not hanging out with us tonight, so me and Bryce are going to have a fancy-ass date. So, thank you. Today, we are cooking prime New York strips. This is also from Lee Bones Fine Meats. You guys know where to find them. I talk about them every single time. Only the best cuts. Bunch of intermuscular fat in here, nice little fat cap on the side, and we are going to be pairing that with none other than bone marrow. Have you ever had bone marrow?
I have not.
Me either. I've heard only good things about it. So guys, if we jack this up, it's our first time. We're learning with you. So from what I've understood about this is to get it seasoned, we got to rub it down with some olive oil, throw some salt, pepper, garlic on there, a little bit of rosemary, and we're going to throw that in the pellet grill. So yeah, just like a nice even coat. We've got a Green Mountain Grill pellet grill coming up to temp right now. We're going to be cooking these at about 425. It'll cook anywhere from about 15 to 25 minutes. We want like a nice little bubbly crust. Hey, there you go. And then I made some salt, pepper, garlic, just some SPG. I did about a half part garlic, 1 part salt, 1 part pepper. We'll get that mixed up and get that nice and seasoned on here. Yeah, there you go. Grab you some. Oh, a little Bryce Bay. Perfect. Don't be shy with this, guys. I'm sure this bone marrow is going to need some of that. To top it off on our fancy night, we're going to throw some rosemary sprigs up on here. So we're just going to lay those across.
That looks cute.
Like so. Let me get in here. Look at that. There you go, sir.
Thank you.
We'll get those laid out. This rosemary is going to kind of add like a nice little earthy touch to our bone marrow, and it's going to be delicious when we put it on top of that steaks. So I put these in a pan with some tinfoil wrapped over it because I'm not trying to clean up my grill, and I've heard that these bone marrow bones leak a little bit, get nice and greasy for us. So I'll hand this to you.
Thanks, sir.
Just throw it right on there.
Bang, bang, whole thing.
All right, that's ready to go. Now, while those are cooking, let's get these steaks seasoned up. So, same thing, guys. We're going to dab a little bit of olive oil on this, and we're going to rub it on. That's going to be our binder. I want to rub it on so it gets nice and tacky. And then just grab some of this, and you put however much as you want on there. Remember, guys, we got even parts salt and pepper and a half a part of that granulated garlic. Don't forget your sides.
Don't forget the side. We eat steak and taters every meal.
So guys, we're going to let these adhere for about 15 minutes. Our charcoal grill is going to come up to temp. We're going to be using our Kamado Joe, Kettle Joe. I've got the charcoal, the lump charcoal in the chimney right now. We're going to be cooking these over a cast iron. We're going to do kind of 2-side cooking. So we're going to get a good sear on it on that cast iron and some beef tallow. We're going to move it over to the indirect side and let it come up to temp. We're looking to take these off at about 125, 130. And get that medium rare.
When do you decide to do reverse sear or sear first?
I flip a coin.
You flip coins.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what the pros and cons to one or the other isn't. All right, guys, so our grill has come up to temp. We're rocking right around 400 degrees. It may get a little bit hotter than that. So I don't really care what the temp is right now. I want it hot because I want to get a nice crust on that steak. So I'm going to throw some beef tallow on our cast iron in here, and we're going to get that nice sear before we move it over. So we've got that cast iron right on these coals. I'm going to use that Wagyu beef tallow that I've talked about in other videos. All this is rendered out Wagyu beef fat. So it's going to enhance that nice beefy flavor. Oh, this is ripping. It's hot. This is good and hot. Burning my finger a little bit on here.
All right, so of course I get the honors. We don't trust Mike with our meats. I'm gonna put the meats on. All right, so you want to come check this out? We're gonna put this right on that beef tallow, I believe. Hear the sizzle?
All right, guys, so this bone marrow's been on for about 20 minutes, and it's looking beautiful. Come take a check out on this. Look at that bubbling at the top. We're going to let that cool down. Now, bone marrow doesn't need to rest, but it needs to chill out for a little bit, so it's not scorching our mouth when we burn in like I did on the jalapeno popper video. Still got it. All right, guys, so while our food is resting, I got some baguettes that I already pre-sliced. We're going to get these things covered in some olive oil, thrown on the grill, just get a little char on each side. And then we're going to put some of our bone marrow on top of that as well, just to try it out, just so we're not mixing it with the beef flavor, so we can really see the real meaning of bone marrow. Look at you. You're going to make a great wife one of these days.
Already am. Come here, son.
All right, guys, the moment we've been waiting for. I'm going to get this New York strip sliced up. We're going to get some of this bone marrow put on, our baguette, and our steak, and we are going to enjoy ourselves. This is our manly romantic date. Don't judge us. It's 2022. Grow the hell up.
The bone marrow on top.
Hey, Jimmy, what the hell? Get out of here.
You don't get none of this.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's pretty interesting. It's like a beefy butter.
It's like the best butter I've ever ate.
Well, I appreciate that. All right, before we wrap this video up, Bryce, tell us where the fans can find you.
So fans, you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Actually, I don't even do Twitter anymore. But at bmeredith001, that's where you guys can find me. Of course, I post some crazy stuff, doing backflips and stuff, and then always the fighting.
Oh, and you're a part owner of a company, right?
I'm part owner. It is No Tomorrow, right? So it's a brand. It's called No Tomorrow. Obviously, the name is pretty self-explanatory, but it's also, it doesn't just mean live life today with no regards of tomorrow. That's not what we're doing. We're saying make the best of today so that tomorrow is a better today. And I think when we do that right, discipline equals freedom. When you're doing the right things in today and doing the things that you love, that's the type of today that I want to live in the future. It's not just be crazy all the time.
That's awesome, guys, because that's one way that I live my life. That's one of the reasons why I started this cooking channel.
Absolutely.
I'm really passionate about it, and who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. I might as well chase my dreams and live out my aspirations while I can. I hope you guys do the same. If you took anything from this episode, it's that. It's chase your passions, chase your dreams.
Chase your dreams, be disciplined in the process, but also if you hate your 9 to 5, maybe do the best that you can from 5 to midnight or whatever it is to chase a different dream so that you can not just be reckless and end your dreams or in a job or whatever, but also chase the life that you want to live the most. And when you do that, I don't know, life still sucks and it's still going to hurt, but it's going to be a little bit better.
Good shit happens.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, party on.